And hello everybody. Today we are going through more George Bridgman, of course. The gestures in general I think is a fantastic way of analyzing your flows. Let's say you have an over exaggerated gesture, right? Because fantastic thing about drawing, we can do that. I feel like when you have an over exaggerated gesture, often times for me, if I don't keep over exaggerating it, it looks stiff. And if it looks stiff, it looks bad. Boop. I see that some things are getting better, like my legs. I used to be absolutely atrocious at legs. Started off with the first 3 drawings of the day, which is this one and these 2. So this one on the side here, that is. This is how they look right now. I would probably say that my gesture potentially on this one is probably the weakest. Here, I feel like I got the gist of it. I messed up the calf a bit, so it becomes a cyclist calf, but I was working predominantly on this page. This is how he ended up. I know he's not good. I know he's not fantastic. Look at the difference. Look at this. Because I was pretty sick, so I stopped working. Day 4 was a sick day, and hopefully day 5 will be a lot better. The small things I did yesterday, I'll show you. I messed up yesterday. I forgot to do the end of the day, so I'll show it now. So this was the end of the 5th day. Didn't get that much done yesterday. I was sitting for quite a long time. I was trying a few things and didn't work. Some things worked, and then I did some fun drawings, trying to begin character creation as well with the little limited skill I have. Today we are going to continue the path of the very long grind, as always. But this is a really good diagram. Shows you in the boxes you make and in the bones, the pelvic, how far everything is going to be and what the box is really for. So small things like this is really good because you see ish where the skull is, what's going on the back, same principle. Yeah, this will be what I focus on today. I'll just show you what I've done. So yeah, we have day 6 here, a little bit about perspectives, about angles, skeleton, sizing of the skeleton. If you can't see it, it's boxes around there. So then the building up and wedging and stuff, and that's kind of where I'm at now. How to wedge things together and build to create a more sophisticated figure. Today's plan is a bit more about the passing and wedging. Passing, locking, wedging. We have the figures here that is showing the locking on. A few smaller figures, which is just kind of like elaborating on. And then loads of passing, locking, and wedging. So it'll be predominantly just drawing these figures today and tomorrow probably. Because there's quite a few pages of this. And then it'll be distribution of masses. So here we go. The end of day 7. So they look decent enough. You can see I failed and fumbled quite a lot on this one to get the balance point. This one I feel like the thighs are too long, and this I couldn't get the angle completely right. At least we got the angle on the legs, and I quite like this leg that's not finished. Like kind of superhero-y, a little bit of a twist. And then the rest of day 7 are these larger ones here. I think that I was more efficient, even though it worked for longer, but I was more efficient. And I believe that if it keeps going like that, my efficiency levels will go up significantly. I'm able to do more, get better faster, and keep studying. So I'll show you what I've done. At the beginning of day 8. These ones are not too bad, I'd say. I don't dislike them that much, This one I'm not a big fan of, but I do like the fundamentals here being put in. Like here, I quite like this, how the hip kind of slots in. The last one of the day, I think that's the last one. Yeah, it's the last one of the day. So it's the skeleton into the lesser built one into the more finished one. Today we are going to start on this. Hopefully get through a few of these pages and then go into distribution of masses and then get through here. Very, very nice pages to be able to feel the body and to be able to see what the body's like. So I've learned quite a bit. It would have probably been better if I had a private tutor for sure. However, things I learn now, they stick because I had to figure them out myself. I'm not sure in the long run whether it would be better or not, but I think having a teacher will always kind of like up your XP multiplier. So if you're not a gamer, it just means that you'll get more EXP per minute. There's definitely a place and a time for doing this. And I'd say maybe be a little bit better than me before you start a project like this. I'm stubborn as hell. I'm going to be finishing it. If you feel frustrated fast, it's a really bad idea to start like this. Because if you get too frustrated because you're not as good or it doesn't look as good, you'll stop, and when you stop, it'll just be like, I'm done, I can't do this, I can't deal with this. And that's the end of day 9. I'm going to show you what we've accomplished so far. So we had a few things about the distribution of masses, how to add different shapes into what shapes and what goes into what. I know I'm not completely got it yet, but you know I'll show you what we've done so far. Right? And then we have these which are all basically shapes. I quite like this. Quite a good shape here going into the oval rib cage. So this is how it's looking there. If you haven't tried this book before, this is basically what it's saying. So RST means round, square, triangle. This is just my own. You have a square, like a square-ish head. Yeah, we all know it's round, but it's square-ish, right? You got the round neck, the square top, so the shoulder area here. Then you got the round of the lower type of rib cage. Then you got that slots into square, which slots in round into there, which slots again in a triangle. So we have that on the front as well. This is how it looks in the book, just for you to get a little bit of a better look. And then get through here.